My name is Logan Balmer. I'm a computer engineering student here at Bucknell University, class of 2029. I'm from Lancaster, PA, and I'm excited to share a little bit about the engineering program and my experience here at Bucknell. I think Bucknell kind of speaks for itself in certain things. As a student, I wanted to go somewhere that's prestigious, somewhere I can get a good degree. And I think Bucknell had everything I wanted. I wanted to have, strong relationships with my professors. I think the average ratio here is 9 students to 1 faculty member. So yeah, taking advantage of office hours and stuff like that is really helpful. Close enough to home. I'm not really a big city guy, so I prefer the rural living. And I had some family members go here. So it's really everything coming together. It's perfect. So my dad's was a software engineer his whole life, and my parents kind of sent me down the engineering path growing up, and that's just kind of how I operate. And as I was growing up, and kind of my application towards colleges, I was kind of I was a little more hands-on than just doing full computer science, but I still like the idea of programming. And I think of computer engineering as just the perfect hybrid between those two things. So that's kind of what sent me down that path. I love how supportive the professors are, and just everything in general. For my courses, we're building things my first semester and second semester, and comparing that with some of my friends that go to larger schools, they're not doing anything, and they're not having professors sit down and help them figure this stuff out. And that's why I came to Bucknell, and it's really awesome to, for that to pay off pretty much immediately. I play a lot of spike ball over the weekends, some pickleball. I help run tea club here on campus. I'm really big into tea. So yeah, I hang out with friends is awesome. I think another reason I love it so much is, I can't go an hour without seeing anybody I don't know. If I'm walking on campus, I will see all my friends. And maybe sometimes it's a little annoying when I'm trying to buckle down and do work, but it's just so fun walking in the library and it's oh, my friends are here, I'll sit with them. And I never have to go looking for them. So I'm currently doing research with Professor Scott. It's soft body robotics research. So, think about, instead of us, if you have to pick something up with a robot, instead of it just being 2 bars that clamp, designed it like a hand that's squishy and that can form around the object. So that's kind of the idea behind soft body robotics, and that's what I've been working on. In terms of skills, definitely 3D modeling. Spent a lot of hours on SolidWorks, and also reading research papers and really deep diving into things like that. I haven't really done that before. I think that has been probably the biggest thing. Getting that scholarship and kind of that idea that I could start research literally the first day I got on campus. That was super exciting, and I didn't have that opportunity at any other school. I'm really going to focus on projects of my own, small, engineering focused projects. Because even especially my second semester, I've picked up a lot of skills that translate into me being able to build the things I've always wanted to build. So I'm just excited to have a summer and a lot of free time to do that. So one of the projects I'm working on, it's a lamp, and it kind of reflects the solar arc across the sky. So you can think of a bulb that moves. So when it's noon, it's at the center of this arc, and when it sets, it's at either end, and then it's closer to red, so you're getting towards like sunset hours. So that's like my number one project. Commit to what you're doing. Like when I'm studying, I need to be studying, and when I'm hanging out with my friends, I need to be hanging out with my friends.